watching Teenage Mutant Season 1, Episode 24. We are nearly watching the final. We are nearly there. So let's watch today's episode. Linda's back.
Worst smack talk ever. Hey, I got him! April, did you see? Say hi to Mikey. Hi, Mikey.
Dumb that down a notch.
It's an interference modulation used to encrypt covert transmission.
Not enough notches.
Dump it.
Secret message.
Oh yeah, mouse. Your father.
April, it's Dad.
Mr. O'Neill?
I pray you get this message. I've been moved to a secret Krang facility. Send help, April. If you can, send help.
Oh, man. Guys, listen to...
No.
To impress April?
No. No. Don't do it. Who's gonna do it? Why would you listen? Who's gonna do it?
We'll see who said... Huh. Doesn't seem very crangy.
What about if it's a trap?
Oh, man. A soft muscle. Squish.
It's a way that he knows how to use those things, you know. Problem is that he unlocked every cell and the monsters.
That which is the criminal has escaped. He wishes to retrieve the weapons which are of his.
Is he a good guy or a bad guy? I feel like he's a bad guy. To be honest, I don't feel like he's a bad guy if he's eating our enemies, right? I don't think he's a bad guy.
You sure this is the right place?
The one who has gained entry has found the captive. Exactly as Krang had planned the plan. Yes, the plan is going according to plan.
It's a plant. It's a plant. I don't think it's him.
Immediately.
It's not him.
I thought that you might be able to decipher my message.
Well, it wasn't so bad. You used a basic DVB scramble algorithm, so I just...
Flop the ECM data stream. Then we release one of the Krang's alien experiments.
Well, it looks like some family of Salamandridae, if I'm not mistaken.
They always miss somehow. They always miss. It's really interesting how they miss all the time.
Neutralizer is more like it. By the way, prefer if you don't tell Mikey I named something without him. He's kind of protective about that.
Pretty sure, again, what would Donnie have done?
I got it.
No, that's not what we have done.
Donnie's idea was terrible.
Why is that which is called the alarm sounding that which is called the alarm?
Oh yeah, I forgot April was listening to something. I almost forgot about that.
Listen deeply. That way.
Hello calls it the neutralizer.
You name something without me? You name something without
He's still mad about that.
Gotta get out of this prison.
Technically, this is a detention center. The difference being
Not
that...
now, Donnie. Yo. Sorry, Mr. O'Neill. Great. Now there's two of them. Little help! How about some big help? It's not really the time to check your email. I'm guessing if they had the neutralizer locked up, it wasn't because he was their friend. Apparently he likes trashing Krang.
who doesn't?
But he also likes trashing you. I still believe he's not a villain. I think this is more for misunderstanding. Maybe Mr. O'Neill is not actually Mr. O'Neill. It's actually, Crane. That's why he's after him.
Booyakasha!
Mikey!
Don't worry, I wore my seatbelt.
Come on.
You know, Dad. We know that. We know that he's not dead.
Interesting. But I am curious how you hear the sound, but I do not.
Maybe it's why the Krang are after me.
April?
Dad? Dad! Oh, Dad, I can't believe it! You guys saved my dad! Thank you so much.
I don't think it's him. I don't know why.
Well, seriously, you should have seen him. He was...
Oh, get it.
I think that's a little... We kept saying, careful, Donnie, it's too dangerous. And Donnie was like, danger? Ha! Nothing will stop me. Thank you, Raphael. Those weren't my exact words, but...
Oh, thank you, Donnie.
Well, I tried.
Dude, I'd say you succeeded.
Yeah, he did succeed.
The plan which has been set into motion has taken the motion in which the plan has been set.
That alien creature of yours nearly thwarted our objective.
Krang did not expect the turtle known as Donatello to release him. Fortunately for Krang, this error did not prevent the planned escape of the human who is called Kirby O'Neill.
The turtles have undoubtedly brought O'Neill back to their lair. Soon vengeance will be ours.
Working together.
It's good to have you back.
Very interesting.
It's good to be back.
I knew it. Great episode. What was I gonna say? Great episode. A great setup for the next two episodes. And I think I was right when I said the next two episodes or the last two episodes are going to be part 1 and part 2. And based on what I've seen in the last few minutes, it's exactly that. Especially with the partnering with Shredder and Krang. It's very interesting. It's very interesting that they want two different things. They're working together because they have one common enemy. So interesting. Now, this episode obviously focuses more on John. Last episode we focused on Mikey. This one focuses more on John, but I do think this one is much better because not only does it focus more on John, but it also continues the story, the main story of the entire series about Onyu's father, even though he's not exactly himself, or maybe it's just a friend, I'm not so sure. Then we have Shredder, even though he just showed up for like 15 seconds or whatever. He still known, we still at least we have a confirmation that they are now working together. Then we have the entire crane. Then we have that lizard, the guy. I still think that he's not a villain. Maybe I'm wrong, but I do think that he's not a villain. It's just more of a misunderstanding. If they find a translator, instead of him saying this time you will actually hear what he's trying to say. And I think the reason why he was after Mr. O'Neill because he knew what was actually happening with Mr. O'Neill. Maybe some senses to know that he's actually a crane or he's up to something. I don't know what it is, but he knew something was wrong. He knew it was not exactly the person the turtles were after, even though he could not say it, So he's not a villain to my eyes, And even though the turtles don't know about it, they will still soon find out, So we do have actually two mutants, that are actually somewhat on the side of the turtles, and this one and the last one, the alligator, I forgot his name. Maggie would have remembered the name. And you have them. Then this is why this episode is much better than the last episode. We do have somewhat of a continuation of the entire storyline. Then this makes me interested in seeing what the next episode is about. And based on what I just said what I just saw, I think the next episode is obviously going to be the first part of the final 2 episodes. And I'm not so sure if we will have a resolution of what we want or the turtles want of defeating Krang and Shredder, because that's never gonna happen, to be honest. I mean, maybe in the last season, but we know that it's gonna be difficult for them to whatever is gonna happen or whatever the Krang and Shredder are setting up in motion. The only thing that the last 2 episodes will do is, or someone the turtles will consider was somewhat of a success, is that they will stop that mission, or they will stop whatever danger that is coming to the entire planet, I guess, or the city. When I'm not so sure what the Crane and Shred are planning to do. Shred obviously is just planning to kill Master Splinter and the turtles, but Crane on the other hand has much bigger plans on killing the entire human race or turning them into mutants. So that one is also, I think that is majority of things that we will be focused more on, because obviously we have more season to go on, so they can kill Master Splinter. Oh yeah, this episode very interesting. Now we do see that I do know that April does have somewhat of superpowers. That this episode does touch upon that storyline. I think this is the first episode we actually see use somewhat of a powers. I think telekinesis or something like that will be powers. Super hearing, I guess too. And this episode, the first one, we actually see use that kind of ability. Obviously, it's not a pig. This is the first time, and she did find this globe what thing, or like an egg sphere. I'm not so sure what it is, but it's important to Crane. We saw them somewhat looking for it. It's very important. Now the next episode is gonna play a huge that thing is gonna play a huge part because they just introduced it, it. Obviously they can't forget about it. So I'm really interested in seeing what part that globe plays in it, because it does have to play somewhat of a big part, just to make sure that it's not relevant. Anyway, this episode, like I said, amazing episode, good setup. And with that being said, guys, make sure that you do leave a like, subscribe, comment down below what did you think about this episode. They're focusing more on first we did last episode, focus more on Mikey. Now we're focusing on Donatello. Was this a good plan? But just having this last 2 normal episode focusing on these characters, would have preferred something different. Anyway, guys, make sure that you do leave a like, subscribe, comment down below what you think, and make sure that you do stay safe. I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.